ground. You're not alone. You're not alone. If you ever lose out or break down in the cold, stranded on the side of the long and tired road, I would drive for miles out in the failing light, brave the wind and lightning, and meet you in the night. You're not alone. Oh, you're not alone, no. Oh, you are not.
Well, that's my little little clips of what I've managed to get done in spite. But it's not been a whole lot. I feel like just mundane, except for I've made almost two versions of a granny square bag. And right now, it's not finished. But after a very arduous search, I found the fabric that I had in mind to make these two bags. And this one, pink satin. Isn't it beautiful? And that's going to line this bag. And then the other bag that I'm making in a different pattern, version 2, will be lined with this beautiful, look, purple satin. I'm embarrassed to tell you how long I've had this fabric, but I've been carrying it around, and I wanted it, and I went to the place I thought it was, and it wasn't there. So I went on the search and I found it. So why have I delayed these projects for so very long? Because about a year ago, someone sent me a package of yarn, at least 12 skeins, and all the rainbow of colors that you saw. And I received this marvelous gift in February or March. It had a short note. It was from someone who saw the video that I did for Richie from Boston. It was sent through Amazon, and it was done. It was sent to me. It was Changing of the Seasons. And a lot of times I will change whatever I'm making. And I did. And I put away the amigurumi. Amigurumi. I can still not say it. Anyway, I put that away. And in the process, I rid myself of a huge amount of yarn, like a trash bag full of yarn. And within days, I received this beautiful package. It was this big. with them all lined up like a rainbow. And I was just overwhelmed, and I thought, now, let's see, I have cleared out space so I can at least hold on to it until that project comes to mind that I want to do. And a week or so ago, on one of my crochet channels that I follow, she made the granny square bag. She made it adult, or a big one. It was not 4 squares. It was 9. 3 across, 3 down, 3 across the bottom. That would be huge. So, this is granddaughter size. And one granddaughter, I was actually in attendance at her birth 7 years ago on the 11th. And I made this for her. And it's still huge. But it's going to be lined. And I'm thinking she took out of here with a handful of dolls. And they'll fit in there. Or she can use it for her little school books. Now, the other granddaughter will be turning 10 in April. And being that I'm not that quick about these things, this one is going to be for her. Oops, that's the back. Here's the front. This one will be for her. And it's a little bit different on the one side. But I love the combination of the blue and green. And they love pink and purple. And I thought pink and purple and blue, it all goes together. So, I'm thinking one granddaughter's going to get her birthday present a little late. And one, hopefully, will get hers a little early. So, now that I have found the fabrics to do the lining, and I can get those finished up, and I'll be able to put those in an upcoming video. I am doing just little bits of things at a time, because in messing this up, somehow it's also connected to a muscle that has given me problems my entire memory. But when it gets in a knot, it just messes up everything. Messes with my head too. I can feel it when I breathe, and I'm like, oh, make the pain go away. But it generally will kind of loosen up over the day most of the time. And it's been that way for 2 or 3 days. It's just slowed me down. And like y'all, I'm watching all the things happen and wonder what's real, what's not real. I have to remind myself what is. And I do that in His Word. And Nathan Reynolds, I don't know if y'all know who he is. He has a channel. Nathan Reynolds is reading the entire Bible and has a playlist that you can go listen to. And I have been, why would I want to know His Word? So I just want to hear it. I want to think about it and meditate on it, because it is clear guidance for what to do. It is the instruction book for how to live out the end of days. Whether it's the end of the days for the whole world or it's just your end of days. And I realize, wow, people don't really treat you like you're old or even think you're old until you're 70. And, you know, my mama used to say, you're only as old as you feel. And I'd say, well, Mama, I feel like I'm 92. Oh my goodness. So, it's a long, hard road home. And I'm glad y'all are with me. You give me somebody to talk to. Somebody to love. I think that's what I'm missing the most. Boots on the ground. People love. And there are people that, are in the same town with me. But every decision I make has to be weighed in a balance of wear and tear on the truck. What other work have I to do? And there's so much just in the daily work of the homestead and the maintenance and trying to catch up and get ahead of it. I'd love to have somebody come and let me show them how to live here and them make it. I feel like I'm losing ground. And there's pressure. Is it a real homestead if you're not growing food? And am I ever going to succeed? I can grow things, but I can't eat it. So, I guess that's the real proof in the pudding, huh? Speaking of pudding, I ate all the cake. It never got stale. And I was just, it was so good. I was like, why mess with it? I'll just eat it. So that episode of Cooking with Betty ain't gonna happen. Meantime, I'm trying to catch up with my eggs because my lady duck, she's laying an egg every day and I'm not eating an egg every day. So sometimes I have to catch up. And so I made a pot of rice and I fried eggs and put them with the rice. I haven't wanted to talk to anybody. I don't want to talk about it. I will say things about it, but I'm not really talking about it. I'm going to end this with what I keep looking over at is that little planner. I was down at the Family Dollar and I looked at it and I thought, oh my goodness, he's so cute. I've seen a bunch of them on the internet in different ways, but there's a crochet pattern for them. But I thought it didn't have a hole in the bottom. So I could use it for other things too, but I came home and almost immediately I looked over at that spider plant and thought, it's perfect. And I did it right here at the kitchen sink, made a terrible mess. But I'm like, I don't buy bric-a-brac very often. But when I do, I'm here to tell you, it's given me a lot of happy for $5. So that's what I've been up to. This is getting better. And everything that I do, it affects. So I realized, you don't use it, you lose it. So I ordered a new brace, waited patiently, bandaged my wrist, went into town, got it, came home, put it on. Was wanting to reorganize a drawer, and lo and behold, guess what I found? The other one. The one I knew I had, but I couldn't remember where it was. And then I did a whole bunch of, made my wrist hurt worse looking for it in things. Y'all, read your Bible. And if you can't read it, listen to it. And if you can't listen to it, read it. Just His Word. Not somebody's opinion of His Word, but His Word. Wow, for somebody that wasn't going to talk more than 2 minutes, here I am, done gone over. Way over. But it was nice talking to you. Thanks for letting me chat. I hope I made sense. And I hope y'all are doing well. Staying warm. I haven't even looked at the weather other than out my window or listening for the wind. If it's too windy, I don't go out. If the sun's shining, it's probably warm. I just put on my coat to guard against the wind. Oh my goodness. I love y'all.
Yeah. May the road rise to meet you and the sun kiss your face. May there always be a miracle waiting just to bless your day. Life won't always hand you roses. Don't let it get you down. Keep your eyes on what your goal is and your feet on solid ground. Take this with you where you go. You are love, love, love.